Acts of God, divine love for God's children. Earthquakes and tsunamis to spiritually awaken us. Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami. Day after Christmas, 2004. More than 225,000 lovingly killed. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of God's children lovingly killed by earthquakes over the course of human history. God's masterpiece of divine benevolence. All Saints' Day, 1755. The 1755 Lisbon earthquake, also known as the Great Lisbon Earthquake, impacted Portugal, the Iberian Peninsula, and northwest Africa on the morning of Saturday, November 1st, Feast of All Saints, a Christian holiday. In combination with subsequent fires and a tsunami, the earthquake almost completely destroyed Lisbon, the capital and largest city of Portugal, and adjoining areas. The earthquake destroyed almost every major church in Lisbon, along with numerous convents, chapels, and monasteries. The destruction of churches was particularly devastating because it occurred on All Saints' Day, when many people were attending Mass. This timing contributed to the high death toll. More than 30,000 of God's children, men and women, young and old, were lovingly killed on this sacred Christian holiday. Hurricanes and cyclones to rekindle our faith. Great Galveston Hurricane, Texas, 1900. 8,000 lovingly killed. Bola Cyclone, Pakistan, 1970. Over 300,000 of God's children lovingly killed. Hooghly River Cyclone, India and Bangladesh, 1737. Over 300,000 lovingly killed. Pestilences and pandemics to purify our souls. Plague of Justinian, 541 to 549 AD. 15 to 100 million of God's children lovingly killed. The Black Death, 1346 to 1353 AD. 50 million of God's children lovingly killed. Great Influenza Epidemic, also known as the 1918 flu pandemic, 1918 to 1920 AD. 17 to 50 million of God's children lovingly killed. Third Plague Pandemic, 1855 to 1960 AD. 12 to 15 million of God's children lovingly killed. Malaria, a mosquito-borne infectious disease that has killed 12 million of God's children lovingly since the year 2000, and many, many, many more before that time. Smallpox, an infectious virus which has killed hundreds of millions of God's children lovingly throughout history. Tuberculosis, or TB, an infectious bacterial disease which has killed 1 billion of God's children lovingly since the year 2000, and many, many, many more before that time. Diseases of youth causing intense suffering and death to draw us near to God. Congenital heart disease, leading to tens of thousands of deaths per year of youths under the age of 18. Anencephaly, where the brain is missing or fails to fully form during development, resulting in 72,000 deaths per year. Severe spina bifida, a neural tube defect, which occurs in about 300,000 births every year, leading to about 21,000 deaths per year. Leukemia, a common childhood cancer, leading to around 35,000 deaths per year for youths under the age of 18. Pneumonia, a leading cause of death in children under the age of 5, killing over 800,000 children a year. Diarrheal diseases, a major cause of death in children under the age of 5. Over 500,000 children die annually. God, the benevolent abortionist. Spontaneous miscarriages, otherwise known as spontaneous abortions. As many as 23 million spontaneous abortions occur every year worldwide. This amounts to about 44 spontaneous abortions per minute of God's beloved children. Conclusion. Is God kind, cruel, indifferent, not all-powerful, unable to stop these atrocities from occurring? not all-knowing, unaware that these atrocities are occurring, or simply non-existent. You decide.